Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be a bit different. You're probably wondering why I'm covering this eye up. Well, today's look is Mexican independence inspired look or makeup. And I'm going to help you recreate this eyeshadow look right here. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, right? Okay, first what I'm going to do is add some eyeshadow primer. Not a lot, just a teeny bit. And this eyeshadow primer is by Pretty Vulgar. So now I'm just gonna go around, and I like to go underneath my eye just to make sure I get that area too, and whatever eyeshadow I put on there sticks on there really good. Okay, now next we are going to start adding our P. Louise base in Rumor 2 or Shade 2. This one, make sure you warm up on your skin, okay? And using a concealer brush, you apply it. Now you can use any eyeshadow base that you like. It doesn't have to obviously be P. Louise. Okay, I'm gonna focus more right here, not so much on my actual eyelid, because I'm gonna go in and add some more later. And this brush that I'm using, very inexpensive. It's from Wet n Wild. Don't remember exactly how much it costs, but definitely under $5. And then I might as well add it under my eye. Again, I do right under my lashes, so any shadow I applied there sticks on pretty good. Now this takes about a minute or so to actually dry. So you want to go ahead and try to catch it before it does, so that eyeshadow could adhere like perfectly. Okay, now after that, now I'm just going to go ahead and start going in with my shadow. And I am going to use this shade brush from Moda Pro. And these little shadows I'm using because I actually have white. It's from an Ulta makeup kit, probably from Christmas last year. But any white shadow that you have will work just fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and dab. Make sure you tap to get any fallout. Okay. And I'm just gonna go right there on my brow bone area. Now in general, when it comes to eyeshadow, you always want to do the lightest shade all around your eye, all over. I guess I could, in this case, go in down here a bit. Okay, now this one's a bit shimmery, so I'm going to go in on top with this one. By on top, I mean on top of that matte white one. Okay. Now it could be as delicate as it can right now because we're still going to go in later. Alright, and now I am going to start going in with these two colors, the green and the red. And for that, I am going to use the detail brush from the same brand, Moda Pro. Any small brush like that, or honestly any brush you prefer works. And I am going to be using my color board by Beauty Glaze from Amazon, as well as my J Cat Beauty Dia y Noche palette. First color I'm going to go in with is the green, and I am using this shade right here. And if you want to use a deeper, darker green, that works too. Okay, and for the green, I'm going to go all the way down to where my actual lid starts creasing. Go in into the eyeshadow as much as you feel you need to. And then I'm just going to bring it out to the corner. And then a little bit start going in under. Now so that you can pack that color on there, you can dab or tap. And so you can be able to layer that color down more bright or more pigmented. As you can see, that dabbing motion is helping that eyeshadow stick better. One thing I would recommend is for you to definitely have an eyeshadow primer and an eyeshadow base. Those will help even more. But if you don't have a base, that's fine. You can go ahead and do just an eyeshadow primer alone. Or just do an eyeshadow base alone. Either or. Now, I like to do both just to be sure. Okay, and with the green, I want to come into maybe right there, which is about the middle of my eyelid or eye crease. Alright, and now I am using a color cleaner. I did a makeup sesh with a friend and my sister, and she had one of these. And I ended up borrowing it because I typically just wipe on my hand, but this is perfect. I do recommend this. It's again a color cleaner, and I also got those on Amazon for about $7. Very convenient because sometimes I like to use the same brush with different colors, and that way I can wipe it off and go in with a different color. For example, we are going to go in with the red now. For the red, I didn't really like a certain shade that was in the color board, so I am going in with a shade from the Ay Noche, if I can get to it. And I am using this shade right here called Main Squeeze. Okay, gonna dab it onto the brush, tap for fallout, and start going in where I ended the green. Now with this one, guys, I kind of start fanning or flicking out so that I can achieve this wing like this. Now this brush is a bit thick, so I might end up having to switch. Okay, and to achieve a better wing, I am actually using a small precision brush by e.l.f. and it looks like this. So I'm going to dab it in to that red as well. And now I'm going to start going out and creating that wing. Now I understand it can get a bit tricky trying to get both sides to match. So take your time. Okay, now we are trying to get as close to this side as possible. We need to go a little bit higher, it looks like. Now while I'm doing this, I want to give a shout out to my Mexican gents and ladies for Mexican Independence Day. I am proud to say that I was born in Mexico. So shout out to our people, right? Viva Mexico. Yeah. Alright. I think we are achieving it right there pretty good. Now, since I split here, I am going to clean off that brush real quick. See, look how good that it takes off that shadow, the brush cleaner. So I'm going to go again with the precision brush and go underneath. Now I am going to stop right there for now because I'm going to now go in and do the whites. Now you can go in with your eyeshadow primer or base, whatever you have in hand. You could also use concealer. For example, you can use like a concealer like this. This is it. Bye Bye Under Eye in medium. So you could also use that, guys. If you don't have an eyeshadow primer or an eyeshadow base, you can use that. It's a great substitute. And now with the base, I am going to go around and try to cut that crease. You can see the crease is getting cut a bit more. Alright, and now what I'm going to do next, I am going to use the Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX. Super pigmented, super creamy. Now since my base is kind of like peachy, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe it on my finger. Like so. and I'm gonna come in and dab it on. As you can see, it starts sticking. There we go. Get that white pop in. Now it's gonna get a little bit tricky when you come up to the crease. So try your best. We'll go in with the actual crayon in a second to get closer to the crease. Not necessarily rubbing, but more like a dab. After that, we're going to go back with these two colors right here, these two whites, so that we can set the white that's right there. So go in with the matte first, and I'm using a concealer brush again, and this one is from Elf. And to set it, I'm going to do a tapping motion first, and then I can just wipe. That's okay if I forget, because I don't have my concealer on or anything like that, or a foundation on or the rest of my makeup, so it's okay. Now guys, I am going to go in with this one. It's a loose shimmery white, because that's going to make this look whiter. Now this is very old. It's from Bronze, and I've had it for a long time. Kind of glad I never threw it away, because it's definitely coming in handy for today and a lot of other looks. Look at how, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get close, guys, because you need to see this. Okay, check it out, okay? Look at that. I love how exciting makeup can get. Definitely making it way whiter. Again, first I'm dabbing, and then wiping through. Alright, and now we have achieved that white pop of color. Okay, now that we're done with that, I'm going to continue and go in with the wing right here in red. Picking up my precision brush again. I love this brush. So convenient, and comes in handy for like little areas like this and under your eye. Okay, use this part of the brush right there. You don't want to use the flat parts, because you're trying to kind of use it as an eyeliner in a way. Okay, and then I'm going to start to slightly bring it out, bring it out, bring it out, bring it out. Now if you have an eyeliner brush like so, you could also wet your eyeshadow and get the same effect, pretty much. Okay, now I'm going to try to, again, recreate the other side. Make it a bit thicker. And there we go. And now, next step, I'm going to add the shimmer or the glitter. And for that, we are going back to our color board and using this for the green and this one for the red. Now the glittery ones or the shimmers in this palette are used best if you use it on top of another color. Doesn't mean you can't use it without it though. Okay, there we go. And I am going to dab and pull a bit, pulling just ever so slightly so I can get that to show or stick a bit better and more evenly. And I dab first, that way I'm less likely to have any fallout of that glitter onto the rest of my eye. Now when I'm coming back to right here to my corner, I'm gonna try to separate a little bit less. I don't want it as packed as right here for the corner. I'm gonna do it a bit more loosely down here. Now this one takes a bit of time, a little bit of a process. I'm pretty much just going over it with the shimmer or the glitter. I love glitter. Who else loves glitter? I know I can't hear you, but say, girl, I do if you do. Okay, use my brush cleaner. Get rid of any green residue. And now going in with the red. Same concept as the green, everyone, just with the red. It gets a bit tricky when you start going out into the thinner area of the wing. So for that, I start using the part of the brush that I used for the wing down here. And now we're going to come at the bottom, loosely like the other side. Alright, now next step. We seem to be pretty good and done with our shadows now. I am going to do the lashes and eyeliner and mascara. First, let's go ahead and do the bottom eyeliner. I am using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Favorite liner so far. Again, very inexpensive. Try to remain with a steady hand. Also, another thing that helps is if you maybe like lean against something like this, like on your hand, and go out if you feel like your hand is too shaky. I try to sweep under my lower lashes so that I don't drag them with the liner and have some kind of accident happen. So when you start going out this way, pick up the applicator a bit. Don't press down so much, and that'll help you get a thinner line. So I don't really typically use a lot of lashes. I feel like with very dramatic looks I kind of have to. And my sister's son Liz gave me a tip that it's better that you do your eyeliner and everything before you go in and start applying your lashes. Now I'm going to go in with my mascara. The mascara I'm using is Maybelline New York, the Rocket Volume Express. I found this at Ross. I tried it and loved it. Now this applicator is pretty thick, so I'm just going to go in with the Roller Lash by Benefit for my lower lashes, because I think it's just the perfect size applicator for my lower lashes. Now I messed up a bit and got a little bit of mascara right there and then right there. Now if that happens, just let it dry, and with any little bristle brush like this or spoolie, just brush down or up or whatever, and as you can tell, it wipes it right off without messing up any of your shadow. You might have to go in a bit more or a tiny bit extra, but there you go. Easy peasy, guys. Very easy peasy. And it doesn't mess things up like crazy. Like, you don't have to go in and wipe like crazy and do things all over again. That easy. I love that tip. Alright, so we have some mascara on. So now I am going to curl my lashes a bit. My natural lashes. There we go. That should be enough. Just once. And now I'm going to go in with the false lashes. And for that, I am using just some lashes that I got at Five Below. Nothing too crazy since I don't really use them all the time. And I am using the Strip Lash Adhesive. I decided to go with this one because it's like an eyeliner. Now the way I applied the other side, I go in as if it were an eyeliner with a steady hand. And it's black, so that's why I could go in like if it were an eyeliner. Okay, and while that dries on my lid, I am going to put some on the actual eyelash. I'll make sure these puppies stay on. Okay. And then I like to do this with it, just so it can curve a little bit more to the curve of my lid. Blow on it a bit, and some eyelash tweezers. Start going in. So that's probably the easiest they've gone on for the first time. So I'm getting lucky right now. Okay, once I have it on, what I do is I go in like this, and where my natural lashes are and the false lashes, I squeeze, so that way they can blend into each other. And there you have it. Now when that's applied, I'm just going to go in a tiny bit more with more eyeliner, especially on the corner of my eye right here. And then connecting this part of the liner that I did earlier. I'm just going in a bit on the side so that way the thickness tries to look the same. There you have it, guys. Our Mexican Independence eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest, and I will be right back. Alright, there is the final look. I feel very patriotic, which is what I was aiming for, so I am a happy lady. Okay, real quick, for my final look, as a foundation / concealer, I use the Born This Way, and I love it because it's multi-use sculpting concealer. It's definitely multi-use in my case because I use it as a foundation. And this is in the color Golden. Love, love, love this product. And for my contouring, I use my little palette that I use for my eyebrows. I use the light color, which is this one. And this is Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. I use this one for my contouring. And I contour right here, as well as my jawline and my nose. And for blush, I use my Illuminating palette from Wet n Wild. This is the Catwalk Pink one. And for highlighting, I use the same one I used for my shadow, guys. This one I used for my highlighting because it has a very nice shine to it. And I like to highlight my cheekbones, my nose, right here, my cupid's bow, under my chin a bit, and on my forehead and above my eyebrows. And for lipstick, I use the MAC lipstick, matte lipstick in Red Rock. So those are all the products I use. This is the final look. I hope you guys liked the way I changed up this video. Comment down below if you do love it, or if it's like kind of so-so, or thumbs down, whichever. Comments, questions, anything you like, I'd be happy to answer. I'd be happy to try any ideas you have. And subscribe, please subscribe. I believe at 29 subscribers. My short-term goal is 40, so please help me out so I can reach that goal. You all take care. Kisses, 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 and happy Mexican Independence Day. Viva Mexico. I love you all. See you next time.